here in the studio with our guest, An Occasion for Balloons, led by junior Nate Wagner. An Occasion for Balloons began as a recording project in a UNC dormitory. Now a full band, An Occasion for Balloons is playing shows around the Triangle in support of their self-titled debut album released on cassette and digitally with Citrus City Records in Richmond, Virginia. Joining Nate are UNC alums, Zach Stamper on bass, Justin Ellis on drums, and Chapel Hill's own Adam Fenton on guitar. Great having you guys here.
Yeah, great having you guys here today. So, you guys just we just introduced you, my bad. So, so how did you guys get together? How did this band form?
Well, I started this as a recording project in my dorm room, like y'all said. I've been doing this sort of home recording thing for a while, partly because I didn't have any money for studio time, and partly because I didn't really know what I'd be doing in the studio in the first place. And after writing a whole batch of songs, I decided it'd be really cool to find some people to play them with me. So I met Justin through a mutual friend. He's kind of a legend around here.
Big guy.
You were in some a cappella group.
Yeah.
And that's big around here.
Yeah.
So I'm told. And played in a group called Clockwork Kids that have rebranded as the Color Exchange and various ventures. And Zach's his buddy, right?
Yeah.
You guys are old friends.
Zach's my buddy.
They met in some
choir.
In choir.
In the men's glee club.
So is everyone here a choir boy? Adam, are you a choir boy too?
I took it in high school, and I was good at it, and I liked the teacher a lot, but it never really panned out. It made me a better singer, but other than that, I never.
That's kind of the point, right? So
yeah,
we're working on a 4-part harmony for the next couple of shows. We'll see how that goes.
So all of you guys are great singers.
I was gonna say we could start as a
theoretically.
we could do
Finance
This sounds great already.
Make your own a cappella group.
Yeah.
But you're not playing in a dorm room anymore though. Y'all have a record coming out that you recorded in a real place.
No. The record was recorded in a dorm room.
In your dorm room?
Really?
Even though you're
wow.
only
So
Exactly.
the studio in the dorm room, right?
The studio in the dorm room. No, I recorded everything in my dorm room: guitars, synthesizers, programmed some drums, a couple of other things. And so I initially recorded some of these songs for a pretty influential French indie label. That was sort of the idea behind the band. Is I was just I'm gonna record a couple songs and see if anyone likes them.
Mm-hmm.
So I wrote this French indie label that I liked for a while. And I think they were having a New Year's party over in France because it was New Year's, and the guy maybe had a little too much to drink, and he's like, "Sure, we'll put this out." some unknown college kid from the States. So I did a record with them, and that was a really great experience. And then I added a couple more songs and fleshed out the record and decided to release it with some good friends of mine on cassette tape, which is the new thing to do in indie music.
Yeah.
Cassette tapes.
I've
Really cheap to produce.
Wow.
Really nice to customize. They look better than homemade CDs. You can spray paint them, stuff like that.
Spray paint them, that sounds great.
Yeah, definitely. And then An Occasion for Balloons. Where did you guys come up with that name?
Yeah, where did that come up with?
Nice.
Yeah.
So that was the name of the project before there was a band. It's a reference to old A.A. Milne Winnie the Pooh books. There are so many really I guess that's such a really sad series of books. These great things are happening. There's this bond between all these animals, but everything that happens is patently sad. In the first chapter of the one book, Winnie the Pooh's trying to get some honey, and he takes a balloon up, and he's attacked by a swarm of bees. And then Piglet wants to give a gift to Eeyore, and there's this balloon, and it pops. And so Piglet gives Eeyore a pop balloon. So there's the idea of balloons. Some British guy on Twitter, every half a year or so, I'll Google myself my music projects and see if there's anything I need to sort of expunge from the record of the internet. And some British guy said, and I quote, "Some terrible indie band names out there, An Occasion for Balloons. Now that's teeth-grindingly awful." So I subtweeted him.
Wow.
I subtweeted him, and he was really nice. Said I didn't mean to be so mean. I said no, actually, it's kind of an honor. It's a little bit of notoriety.
And anything can be interpreted as ironic anyway. So
it might as well be ironic. That's a dominant theme in the indie music subculture.
It's true.
Not taking yourself seriously. I'll leave you guys to figure out if I'm being serious here or not.
Not serious at all. Well, it's been great having.
I just want you guys to plug your album one more
Come
time.
on
When
in.
is it coming out? Where can we find it?
Yeah.
Right on. An Occasion for Balloons is the name of the album. It's also the name of the band. You can find it at www.anoccasion.bandcamp.com. It's already out on cassette. from Little League Records if you live in Europe. I don't know how many of you live in Europe. And in the U.S., our good homies up in Virginia, Citrus City Boys, put out cassette tapes. So they're two separate looking tapes. If you really like to collect things, you can get one of each.
Awesome.
And the digital is a free download, so there's something for everybody.
Awesome.
All right. So,
Thank you so
again,
much.
that's www.occasion.bandcamp.com.
And Occasion.
And Occasion.
Dot
And
Bandcamp.
Occasion.bandcamp.com. There we go. Making sure we get it correct.
And An
Right.
Occasion for Balloons will be performing 2 tracks tonight, Hysteria and The Machines. We're looking forward to seeing you guys perform.
Thank you folks so much for having us.
Bye-bye.
Woo!